Now, as college students, we tend to forget about our local elections, and whether that's intentional or not, our voters' pamphlets seem to always end up in the wrong spot. Now, the cacophony of fans in community Dunkin' is so constant that residents didn't even realize how loud it was until a power outage last week. But that white noise seems to be the only easy access to relief from the heat that the residents even have. The design was made here at the family-run business of Stonefly Studios. The Bighorn River piece celebrates some of the more common fly fishing spots and the more recently restored sections of the river.
And joining me now is Agustus Marceau instead of Miller. It's okay, Miller's still back there, no worries, he'll be in just a little bit. I know.
Just give me. Now, that's not to say that Pullman does bad when it comes to downtown business. In fact, Sandy doesn't even advertise anymore when there's a Cougar game day. But when there's only about 6 to 8 weeks where people roll back into town, there's not a lot of opportunities for money to come back into Pullman.
Then just flash your hand whenever you're ready. Good. Okay, I almost had that.
For now, these serve as a silent reminder of the old ways. So today, if you suspect danger, don't perk your ears, check your phone. In Billings, Agustus Marceau, MTN News. Taking his sarcasm to heart, the man returned with something equally effective: a tire iron.
Sailor Coug on their helmet, WSU dominated homecoming weekend as they played against the visiting Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. John Mateer totaled 2 touchdowns with his arms and 2 with his legs. Buddha Alukta intercepted Hawaii QB Braden Shager in the 42-10 rout at Geisha Field.
Felt on edge recently.
So it's been crazier than normal.
And it's been changing their daily habits and, most importantly, their comfort.
The 54-pound chunk of rock, known as NWA 16788, broke off the surface of Mars and was found in a remote part of Africa in 2023. The meteorite is expected to sell between $2 million and $4 million. Rockhounds are crazy.
Well, maybe Shaq will buy that rock.
Just for the love of the game, you might. I'll tell you what, scientists never come up with the catchiest of names for anything. NWA 16788.
Pleasure serving.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, Max.
Yeah,
Is there any last little tips you would give anybody who's really actually trying to learn how to skateboard? This is 45 minutes. If someone really wanted to take some passion into it, what would you say?
Strict about their driving rules.
If she was as strict about her speeding as she is with the pronunciation of spells in Harry Potter, she would have been just fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Video caught traction with over 26,000 views on YouTube and caught the eye of the admissions team. Game day brings in a lot of folks. Martin Stadium can hold about 35,000 people, and every home game, many Cougar fans come from wherever they ended up, back to the Palouse. With that massive influx of people comes spending. Lots and lots of spending.
All the time we have. Thank you so much for staying up with me tonight. You will not be seeing us until after finals, so we wish you the best of luck, and we'll catch you right during the holiday season. Bye for now. Deaconess Hospital 50 years ago is home to one of the busiest ERs in Montana. I checked with the staff there, both past and present, to see what has hospital leaders so excited for the next half century.
Billings Clinic has come a long way.
It was just a really small, close, cozy place.
The emergency department opened in July 1975 as Deaconess Hospital with only 3 beds.
You just couldn't be alone. You needed each other.
Joy Eshelman worked as a registered nurse in 1983 and saw a few patients a day. Fast forward to today, to the ER that now serves more than 50,000 patients per year, and a facility that has helped more than 1.1 million patients.
And if they hadn't have built that new ER, I do not know. I don't think we would have got through COVID. It has been a lifesaver.
Along the way, the hospital became Montana and Wyoming's first level 1 trauma center.
And it's wonderful that they've got MRI and CAT scan and all of those commodities.
Dr. Jeffrey Cooper started with the hospital parking cars and is now a neonatologist in the NICU.
So it's very exciting to see the changes that have gone through since the time that I used to work here. So before, this used to be just an open parking lot. The ER was back there about 50 yards. We have larger rooms now. We have the ability for the ambulance to quickly arrive to get patients here. We've improved our emergency outreach services with our fixed-wing planes as well as our helicopter.
While Billings Clinic took today to celebrate their history, they have no intention of living in the past in their glory days and have plans for the future as Montana's busiest emergency department.
Looking to the future, Billings Clinic announced the ER will be increasing in size once again, adding 3 new treatment rooms, doubling the size of the ambulance bay, creating an expanded nurse station, and several other upgrades.
It's less than 4 minutes long.
Brad Von Bergen, the Director of Emergency Service Operations, helped create the plan for the ER's future.
So as we look to the next few years, how can we see more patients in the same space that we're seeing.
From 3 beds to serving the people across the region, the Billings Clinic Emergency Department plans to continue to treat patients and expand.
I do miss working in there, and the most hopeful thing is that it continues.
As of right now, no timeline was given for when the renovations will be completed.
Ah, the senior ballroom. The place where lots of students always gather for events and community. A place that... Okay, well, maybe it's not every time. This year's Student Voting Hub remains quiet, even with signs pointing the way, waiting for students to be passionate about voting.
You know, we're just open and hoping that people come and access it and maybe get around 100 and maybe 150 people.
Ben Calabretta is the director of the Center for Civic Engagement at WSU and has hosted the event since 2020 after a state law passed requiring universities to host a center for their local community to vote.
The first year we held it over in the Cub Junior Ballroom, and it was too cramped.
The event itself isn't the issue. In fact, Ben had 2,600 people come by during last year's presidential election. The difference?
So there's no national elections happening right now. There's mostly like local elections, like city council, school board, things like that. So less people turn out to vote.
Now, as college students, we tend to forget about our local elections, and whether that's intentional or not, our voters' pamphlets seem to always end up in the wrong spot. But it's important to remember that even with local elections, the day-to-day actions that you take will be affected by who you vote in for this. So even if it's not a name that you've ever heard before, it's important to do your research and choose the right candidate.
Going forward, the Student Voting Hub will continue to be a resource for students to learn about the voting process and be comfortable giving their 2 cents.
Because we have ballot boxes outside, there's ballot boxes around town, but there's not someone you can go ask a question to. Here you can come in, ask a question, figure out what you need to do.
First-time voter or not, every vote counts.
Don't just wing it, don't go on vibes, figure it out with actual information.
In Pullman, Agustus Marceau, Murrow News 8.